don't like being short. I wish they would have like times for this. That would make it so much more convenient. What?
I'd like to welcome everybody to the commencement ceremony for the Gothenburg High School class of 2022. Please stand as our graduates enter the gym and remain standing for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner. to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Gothenburg High School class of 2022. My name is Seth Reicher, and I get to be the secondary principal for Gothenburg Public Schools. On the stage with me are Gothenburg Public Schools Board President, Mr. Nate Wyatt, and fellow board members, Mr. Devin Brundage and Mr. John Hudson. At this time, I would like to introduce Gothenburg Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Todd Rhodes, who will deliver our welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Ryder. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, faculty, and staff of Gothenburg Public Schools, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. Let me begin by congratulating the class of 2022. You deserve and have earned your graduation, your reception, and more importantly, your diploma. I'd like to take a few minutes to acknowledge the people who have helped and guided you to get to where you are today. If you are a current or former faculty, staff, or board member of Gothenburg Public Schools, would you please stand? Can we have a round of applause for these people? And of course, our graduates wouldn't be where they are today without their parents, family, and loved ones. A round of applause for our parents, please. We certainly thank you for your support of these young people throughout the many years they've gone to school here. For many reasons, this is a very, very special day. One of those reasons is today is Mother's Day. And I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to acknowledge our mothers and grandmothers who are in the audience today. Can we please have a round of applause for the mothers and grandmothers? Thank you so much for sharing your day with us here at Gothenburg Public Schools. Obviously, another reason that this is such a special day is the class of 2022 is graduating. The class of 2022 is the 125th graduating class from Gothenburg Public Schools. What an exciting day for you, for your family, your friends, and your loved ones. A few moments ago, you walked into this gymnasium as Gothenburg Public School students. When you leave this afternoon from these ceremonies, you will leave as Gothenburg Public School alumni. You've spent the last 13 years coming to and going from school. Let's look at those in terms of numbers. In terms of days, you have spent 2,275 days in school through when you're new. I would like to have read the book The Wizard of Oz. Show of hands, please. Okay, that's a big relief. As I prepared for this afternoon, I actually prepared two speeches. One is a condensed Reader's Digest version. The other is approximately 1 hour and 57-minute movie time speech on The Wizard of Oz. I'm glad you have a little background on The Wizard of Oz. We'll get through this a little bit quicker. We'll go with the condensed version. Earlier I had mentioned today that your window to the world is becoming a door to the world. Remember when that Kansas tornado picked Dorothy and Toto and her house up and dropped it in the land of Oz? Shortly after that, Dorothy opened the door to her house and she embarked on a journey with Toto down the Yellow Brick Road. In the near future, you're going to open your door and you're going to embark on your own journey and your own Yellow Brick Road. And just like Dorothy, you will certainly face turbulence, crossroads, and you'll meet unique people on your journey as well. Let's take a moment to look at the 5 main characters of The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, and lastly, The Wizard of Oz. Of course, as you know, Dorothy, as she travels down the yellow brick road, meets many, many unique individuals. Unfortunately, those individuals think they have a deficiency or are lacking something. When Dorothy meets the Scarecrow, she is at a crossroads. She needs to decide which direction to go on the yellow brick road. Unfortunately, the Scarecrow doesn't provide much help because what does the Scarecrow believe? He believes he doesn't have a brain. But the Scarecrow gains great wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and common sense as he travels with Dorothy on the yellow brick road. Each of you has gained knowledge, understanding, and common sense as you've gone to school here. And you'll continue to develop that wisdom, that knowledge, and that common sense as you go down through your journey. Through hard work and determination, you will live, love, and thrive. And always remember to use common sense and to use good judgment. Also remember it's important to have a heart along the way. The Tin Man didn't think he had a heart. But in fact, the Tin Man had a great heart. The Tin Man was empathetic, sympathetic, compassionate, passionate, caring, and kind. Remember, it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to share those feelings. And sometimes it's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve. There will be times when your heart is bruised, but always know that it will mend. As you continue your trip, you will need courage like the light. When Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and Toto meet the lion, he is simply known as the Cowardly. Take chances. Become involved. Try things that you've never dreamed you will try before. Be successful. Be courageous. Understand that there will be more times than not that you will be successful, but there will be bumps in the road along the way. Be ready to learn each day. Everyone in Emerald City thought the great and powerful Oz was such a powerful force, but actually he was just a man hiding behind a curtain. He believed he was powerful, and he had others that believed he was powerful. The most important thing that you can learn from the Wizard of Oz is to be yourself, be true to yourself, don't hide behind a curtain. Believe you are smart, believe you are good, and believe in the good in people. Lastly, let's take a look at Dorothy. When we go all the way back to the beginning of the story, what was Dorothy doing before the tornado hit? Dorothy was running away from home. As Dorothy went on her travels down the yellow brick road, she finds that she misses Kansas, Uncle Henry, and Auntie Em more and more and more. As we fast forward to the end of the story, Dorothy is right where she started from. She's at home on the farm in Kansas. Like Dorothy, your story will end with home as well. No matter what you do, where you go, the path you make, the decisions you make, you will always have the support of loved ones. And you will always, always be welcomed home. You will be loved during your successes, is where it started. This is the start of your yellow brick road. This is where you met some of your best, even lifelong friends. This is where your teachers taught and guided you. Know that you have two homes, and you will be welcomed in both. And as Dorothy says, there is no place like home. Class of 2022, it is my honor and privilege to extend to you, on behalf of Gothenburg Public Schools, our sincere congratulations. We are so very, very, very proud of you, and we can't wait to see where your yellow brick road takes you. Thank you.
Jump in with what we do. Pursue helping. Number 7, surround yourself with the right people and realize your own worth. As Mrs. Harrison would say, find your life hope. Fill your life hope with the kind of people who will support you no matter what Number 8, hashtag be kind. Kindness is the greatest gift you can give others. Lift up those around you and support everyone you come into contact with. Mr. Garrison and Miss Clark taught us this life lesson well. Write kind notes and give spontaneous gifts. If you need an idea, waffle cakes and showers of Tootsie Pops are always good choices. Number 9, Michael, this one's for you. If you fall down, literally or figuratively, pick yourself back up. Don't be afraid to ask for help from others to get back on your feet. Number 10, be careful not to dwell on the past. Be thankful and grow from the memories and experiences. As we move on to this next chapter of our lives, let us remember these past 13 years and learn from the mistakes and successes. As we continue into the graduation ceremony for the
Today's will Jaceline is the daughter of Sean and Jessie Caruza. In the fall, she will attend the University of Nebraska at Omaha, where she plans to cheer and major in plant science and botany and minor in Spanish. Arissa is the daughter of Mike and Carmen Ackerman. Arissa is undecided on her major, but will either be attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln or Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia.
W is for Wacky Wednesdays, where Mrs. Shear showcased her crystal ball. V is for valuable relationships with teachers that have forever impacted our character. U is for universities that we will call home for however long it takes. T is for that class reputation. S is for
years. P is for the peanut butter and jelly contest that Mr. Garrison's class did while Mrs. Beaver's kids were writing 10 short stories. O is for on-campus lunches that were actually off-campus lunches junior year, so much that they wouldn't come back. L is for the line leader. K is for kids kissing in kindergarten. J is for the junior year struggle, ACT, Reg, you know the drill. I is for ingrained in our brain. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and last but not least, SOHCAHTOA.
H is for hungry hippos at pet rallies. G is for green-eyed guinea pigs. Apologies to Mrs. Lingo. F is for friends that we lost and friends in the game. E is for egg drop contests. 1 year just wasn't enough. D is for detentions well served. C for caffeine dependencies. And my people. B is for beginning new chapters. And A is for all of the memories we shared over the years.
These past 4 years, the people in this room have been the only people in each other's lives.
There truly couldn't have been any other people we would have rather grown up with.
Has supported senior.
like me, we're coming last. There's so many ways we run, we're coming undone. Ready to ride. I can feel right like riding down the road. Very good. Yeah, all I know.
Thank you, Sophie, Trevor, and the media productions class. Well, here we are, the class of 2022. Graduation represents the culmination of your high school experience, where we can honor your accomplishments and reminisce about the memories of the past 12 years. As a school administrator and a parent, I have a unique relationship with the class of 2022. And with that in mind, I want to take a quick look back at some of your milestone events. Admittedly, those memories typically start when our worlds intersect in 7th grade. I was in a time full of you with hand different at Building Blocks Daycare. I can remember one of you, Callum, who could pull off a disturbingly convincing impression of the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. He could kick the tail out behind and flick it, and he'd come around the corner, tilt his head, grin at you, and give that carnivorous chirp. Even at a very young age, Callum had an attention for cinematic detail. I was there on the day when it all began, about 100 yards to our south and west, your first backpacks, the hippies that you were thinking about pool parties across the street. Shivering little bodies, big smiles, experiencing those summer memories. And as you transitioned into the 7th grade, this has already been identified. You brought with you a reputation. You were known as that class. It was rumored that you were a handful, that maybe you'd broken some records for hallway time in Dudley Elementary, and I have no doubt that you earned that reputation when you were in Dudley Elementary. But you grew out of that reputation. You developed into leaders, you showed tremendous academic potential, and you got heavily involved in activities, both fine arts and athletics, and you quickly shed that label of that class. I was there in Broken Bow when Bronson kicked a 57-yard field goal in a JV football game. I won't see that again in my career. When you line up to kick a 57-yard field goal in a JV football game, it gets everybody's attention. They quickly start thinking, what is this nonsense? But we knew what Bronson could do. I was there for your 7th grade float, building great boring from Calvin Place, genius, hated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, press on, has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. So class of 2022, press on. 2 more things. Don't let others define who you are. We all come from different backgrounds. Your background does not define you. Some of you had difficult conversations in my office, and those conversations do not define you. I told you at the time, it was a snapshot of where you were on that day, not where you were going, not the growth that you would eventually display. And that's the important part. On this day, none of that matters. Your ACT score does not define you. Your grade point average does not define you. The magic is, from this point forward, your ACT score is as relevant as your bench press. From this point forward, nobody will care about either one. Your grit, your perseverance, that's what will define you going forward. You've been prepared by your parents, your teachers, and your coaches to go accomplish your dreams. Lastly, work to maintain relationships. These friends that surround you today, your classmates, family, aunts, uncles, cousins, maintain those relationships. They are your support group. Chessa, Rachel, Savannah Kate Jensen. Helene Margaret Kaiser. Annika Ray Coe. Liam Sean Kobeck. Jake Riley Kojel. Charisma Kenise Lenz. Carson Linnea Lewis. Bronson Wilmont Long. Michael Austin is the son of Trent and Misty Schlake. In the fall, he plans to attend the Stevens Institute of Technology in Hoboken, New Jersey, where he will major in computer engineering. Callum is the son of Teresa Ward and Travis Height. In the fall, he plans to attend the University of Nebraska at Omaha to major in computer science and graphic design.
Well, this has been one long ride at this high school, but unfortunately, it now must come to an end.
In fact, in just the past few weeks, many of you seniors have had many lasts of your high school career. For example, your last homework assignment.
Your last sports competition.
And to last other things.
And considering this is the last part of graduation and all, it's time to say those lasting goodbyes to the people you liked, and celebrate that you won't have to see the people you only pretend to like.
Speech. Really long McDonald's receipt. Jesus, how many Big Macs did you order?
Come on, this is the agenda for our speech. First up, 45 Big Mac. Maybe it is actually McDonald's receipt. I guess we're just gonna have to wing it.
Huh. Well, we can show off our talents. Callum, what can you do?
Well, lately I've been working a lot on my Batman impression.
No, don't get the kryptonite. Callum, that's Superman.
Aw, thanks.
Let's see, what else can we do? I see a lot of talented people out there, but one person's talent stands out. I would like to welcome Gavin Foster to the stage. Time to say this graduation speech. In all seriousness, we've enjoyed these last 13 years here. It's really hard to say goodbye to an amazing group of peers and faculty in a very short amount of time. But we would just like to say thank you. This has been a place where we've had some of our best memories and things that we'll never forget. People will never forget. And some lifelong friendships that we're just really thankful for.
But we also feel like we shouldn't dwell on the somewhat bittersweet part of this thing. After all, time simply doesn't work that way. It always moves forward.
We can say with confidence that everyone around us has prepared us for the next parts in our life, whether it be university, trade schools, or entering the workforce. I implore all of you to reach your fullest potential and rise up to all the challenges that life throws at you.
When we were kindergartners, again, we were labeled as that class. After these 13 years, we have blossomed into being a class of scholars and competitors, and so much more. And there's only one way we see fit for ending off a time filled with beautiful, sweet, and pleasant memories. The only way we know how, and that is through a sweet serenade. Callum, hit it.
As Michael Altshuler once said, the bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2022.
Friends, line.
Thank you.